Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have this Lexus. Now, I have to be completely honest with you. This is an ES series Lexus. It's the midsize sedan, and I've just never been a big fan. Never really liked them, never got into them. You know, there's people who do. A friend of mine, he bought one, and I ridiculed him. I told him it's something like a nun would drive. And he says, yeah, but you know what? It's a fantastic car, and oh God, but you know, and he's probably right. Maybe it is a fantastic car, but frankly, I just think they're kind of dangerous. And the reason I think they're dangerous is because I feel there's a strong chance you could fall asleep while driving one and hit a tree. That said, this is, again, an '05 ES330. It has just 19,000 miles. It's a bit of an estate car. It belonged to an old gentleman who, of course, very rarely drove it. And he recently passed away. His son ended up with the car, and, they traded it into us for something a little more exciting. Oh, I'm kidding. They actually just sold it to us directly. But that said, it is a great car. There's a lot to be said for, the high end of Toyota. I've always been a Toyota fan, because I think it's such a tried and true, wonderful Japanese brand. And of course, you get into better materials and workmanship, you're going to end up with a great car. So what I'm going to do as I do this car is try to find nice things to say about it, things that I like, and minimize all the stuff that I hate. Well, I mean, I guess the stuff that I hate is pretty simple. It's summed up in the fact that the car puts me to sleep. But you can see the design is quite nice. It's very slippery, nice low stretched back look in the front, low roof line, low windows. It's a nice sized car. Of course, it competes with the E-Class and the 3 Series, so it does, give you some room. Even looks a bit wide in the back, which is proper. Nice big chrome tip there. Let's start inside the trunk. All right, so in here, we've still got the net, which is nice. So if you've got, you go catch any rabbits or chipmunks, you'd be able to stuff them in here. They have a hard time getting out. Ditto very small children. You've also got a huge trunk. You've got plenty of room to put whatever you need in there. Be no problem at all. Golf clubs, suitcases, you name it. So there you go. There's something nice to say. It's got a real big-ass trunk, this car. Have a look under the hood. Look at that, it's got like a Knight Rider thing going on the reverse light there. Okay, so that hood latch feels very Toyota to me, the way it's set up, which is fine. That means it's going to keep working forever. Okay, so here's a 3.3 liter V6. It's variable valve timing. What that means is that the valves infinitely adjust to, give the motor optimum breathing and airflow and whatnot during the, course of its rev line. So whether you're at low end of the revs or high end of the revs, the valves are going to be in the optimum position and make sure that you're able to, get the most power out of it. So a very nice advanced system. And of course, being a Lexus, it's absolutely bulletproof. Now, this is a front-wheel drive car, so it's got a 5-speed automatic that's somehow bolted to the side of the thing, running the front wheels, and the thing's in here lengthwise instead of front to back. It does have this great big chassis stiffener. That's something I kind of like to see. That looks very race to me. Keeps the car tight as you're going around corners and reduces body flex. You can also see it has these great big projection headlamps, which are quite nice. You've got fog lamps down low, and everything looking very nice and proper under the hood of this 19,000 mile 13-year-old car. And that is, of course, what you'd expect to see. Even stuff like the bolts, you could still with the little, red Loctite on them, properly, gleamed up, everything nice. There's no rust under the hood. You can just tell this thing's a real, look at this. This is our detailer here. He's right about that one. Didn't come out. So anyway, looks like somebody dripped some oil on that thing as they were putting it in and didn't really wipe it off in time, so it etched into the engine cover. But other than that, I would call the car mint underneath the hood. All right, let's have a look in the back. I don't know about Raptor tires. I mean, it sounds Jurassic Park to me. Here's some nice stuff. Oh, real quick, before we get inside, here's something nice I can say about Lexus. They do have some of the most incredible paint colors. This thing's some sort of sandstone, light taupe, pearlescent, 5-stage pearl, the kind that our little painter guy, he hates. Because it takes him hours to, touch up a part on a car. But this one didn't need it, of course, being a garage queen. But, really nice paint from Lexus. Indescribable colors that really glisten in all kinds of different lights. I also kind of like the chrome around the windows. And here, more nice stuff to say. Of course, with Lexus, you get Toyota's incredible fit and finish with really upgraded materials. So this door panel, I don't know about, okay, so it's got leather here, but, this is very Toyota-ish here. It does have real wood, which is nice. But, man, the way all this stuff goes together is so indestructible. You could close and open that door 42,000 times, and it's still going to be as tight and nice as it is today. So, even with 19,000 miles, I'm not sure it mattered. If the car had 190,000, this door panel would look exactly the same, at least in terms of its structural integrity. These are elasticy things. They're going to keep working for years and years and years because, again, it's Toyota quality. And leather does have, Lexus does have beautiful leather. I'll give them credit for that. Very nicely bunched, lovely, nice soft gray in this car. Nice carpet, thick. I feel like I'm stretching, but really it is the part of the Lexus that I like the best is their quality of materials and the fit and finish. The stitching, the everything on it. You can just tell that this is built by people who have to jump out of windows if they get it wrong. So very, very nice stuff. I also like the chrome door handles. Now, of course, being a Lexus, it means it's got upgraded luxury. So you've got dual power seats, very, very nice stuff. They've got lumbar support, you got driver memory and passenger memory. You can see, again, the beautiful fit and finish, how mint everything is. This is such a gravy car for a detailer to do. It came in almost perfect. You got speakers here, you got tweeters up here. Of course, you get a finer quality of sound in the Lexus products. The window switch is right out of a Toyota, and, again, that just means they're going to keep working forever. So, very, very nice stuff there. And you can see virtually zero wear inside this car. So it was, not just a, old guy who drove it, but a very conscientious old guy. And he probably had some sort of a debilitating illness that kept him very skinny. So you can tell that no 300-pounder's been getting in and out of that seat. All right, let's get in and fire it up. Okay, so here's some double-edged sword stuff. One thing is I like the blacked out instrument cluster that comes to life, self-tests, and looks great. I've always thought that was a nice Lexus feature. Now here's the other part of this thing that's not the instrument cluster, but when I'm sitting in the car, I can't hear it run. It's whisper quiet. It might as well be electric, this car. And, there's people out there who really, really like that. That's what they're looking for, is as little mechanical noise and input as they can possibly get. But that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I want big growls from under the hood and shaking steering wheels. And, I know that there's a big, powerful machine underneath me. That's what I'm seeking. You do not get that in this car. This thing is so tight, insulated together that you just get pretty much zero engine feedback at all from inside the car. It just is whisper quiet, pin drop stuff. You can see you've got all your stuff here. You got a great little compartment to put, switchblades or whatever you want. You got your gas, your trunk, your power mirrors, your dimmer. I mean, dim those. Now, dimmers that don't dim enough are really annoying on very dark roads. So I'm glad Lexus at least made a very dimmable cluster there. You can see we got a range of 198 miles, little driver information center there. You can scroll through different stuff. I haven't actually figured out how to do that yet, unless it's this. Yeah, there it is. Averaging 30 miles per hour. That ain't bad. We're over 20 on miles per gallon, which is good. This thing's been idling around, so not bad. Pretty good gas mileage out of this thing. You see just 19,000 miles on the clock. Love the fit and finish, the wood. Lexus does have nice wood. I'll give them that. And you got plenty of it here. You got it on the door panels. You got it on the steering wheel. You got it on the gauge cluster there. Lovely little chrome Lexus thing here with the multi-function stuff. You know, very nice, proper steering. You know, it's a Lexus. I had my shift knob loose there. These things do come out, but I don't think they're supposed to be loose. Did they not tighten it enough? Or... Yeah, that's better. Okay, so up here you have an in-dash 6-disc CD changer. Nice and easy to use. There, something nice to say. Tuning on the right, volume on the left. You got a cassette, which is great if you want to do an auxiliary input, and you've got your 6 CDs there. So kudos to Toyota and Lexus for making an easy radio that's simple for old people like me to understand. Here you've got automatic climate control. Of course, it's, again, Toyota based, so it has freezing air conditioning and very, very good heat. Toyota's always been great about their climate control. You've got a ashtray here, which hasn't been used, of course, non-smoker. Everything ready to go there for you guys with the smoking habits. You've got very simple, easy to use gated shifter, Mercedes style. If you want to go down into the gear, you can. You could go up and shift sportily, but I don't know why anyone would bother. You got a great little set of cup holders that come out here from the back of the center console. Again, being a Lexus, those are going to keep working for a long time. We got a dual stage console. There's the original wheel lock. You got a 12-volt outlet there. Beautiful fit and finish on the dash, again, with the little chrome strips and the wood. You know, Lexus does all that very well. And there's, what do you got? Just a glove box. I don't see anything in there. Up top, you got a nice big power sunroof. Nice and wide, big size. Yeah, so that's fine. Let in the sun. One thing I like is the adjustable seatbelt height. You can see you can raise and lower the lap. Of course, a lot of cars have that, but I just like seeing it. Means whether you're, you know, Tattoo or Mean Joe Green, you're going to be able to drive this thing and get the seatbelt at the right position. You got side curtain airbags up there. You got front airbags. You got airbags everywhere. You got a nice self-dimming mirror with a compass in it. We can turn that off and on. Why? What difference does it make if that's off? You're just going to think it's broken. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure there's a reason. And anyway, there it is. So fantastic fit and finish. Oh, is the engine running? I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Okay, but you can't hear it. Let's go. I mean, it just is ridiculous how quiet these things are, particularly when it's this unused. Yes, here comes another member of the club. I don't know if you're supposed to wave at other Lexuses or not, if it's like the 911 thing. Off we go. Okay, so that VVT V6 does give you plenty of torque, which is nice. Of course, it's breathing down low and, you know, really moves the front wheels. And I'm not a big fan of front-wheel drive cars. I know they're good for traction and whatnot, but I don't know. I like the classically laid-out rear drive style. I almost got killed by that Suburban. And one nice thing is torque steer is kind of minimized, so you don't feel the wheel getting jerked on your hand, even if you're accelerating in a corner. Lexus has figured that out pretty good. It does have variable assist steering, so it's nice and light in a parking lot. It firms up a bit as you drive. Oh, that weed blower, that thing's supercharged. Let's give it a little bit of a tap. All right, so there you see plenty of pep out of that thing. You know, you're not going to feel like you're slouching at all. If you need to merge into the on-ramp, it's going to be fine. The ride is, of course, perfection. I don't feel the road at all. I can barely hear any tire noise out of it, and this is a noisy road for tires. You just feel completely detached from the car. And I know to some people, again, that's a lovely luxury feel that they want to have. They want, you know, if they could have an all-electric car, like a Tesla or, you know, whatever, that'd be great for them. They just want total detachment from the feel of mechanicals. But it's just not for me. It's just not for me. But I get it, you know, if that's your thing, I get it. And if that is your thing, then this is the car that's going to deliver it. It's just absolutely bone quiet and, you know, lovely to operate in terms of you know, being removed from all the mechanical stuff. I'm rambling. Anyway, there it is. '05 Lexus ES330 sedan, 19,000 miles on it. Absolutely mint. The car's new. It's just new. You know, if you're looking for one of these, this is the nicest one you're ever going to find. And there it is. If you have an interest, give us a call. 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thank you so much for having a look. We appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.